Hey everybody, welcome into another live training. Welcome into the Wednesday edition. Let's see who we have coming in here. As usual, whoever is new to Dubb, if you don't mind putting into the chat a one and your industry. If you are new to Dubb, that would be awesome. If you could put a one in the chat and your industry. If you're just getting going with the platform, or maybe you're just checking us out, seeing what Dubb does, that would be fantastic. One in the chat. And if you can put a two if you're returning, that would be great as well. So again, one if you're new, two if you're returning, that would be very helpful within the chat if everyone doesn't mind doing that when they have a quick second. Okay, great. Let's see. Lisa, I saw that you put in there that you're in business consulting. Fantastic. Michael, I saw you put a one as well. Lisa, let me come over to you really quickly. If you'd like to say hello, feel free. You can unmute yourself and say hi if you want to.
Hello, how are
Hey,
you today?
Lisa, how are you?
I am well, thank you.
Thanks for coming in. What kind of brings you our way?
Actually, one of my coaches, Stephen Gregg, recommended I take a look at your platform.
Steven's great. He's got probably the best energy of anyone I've ever met.
He does have amazing energy.
Yeah, he's got good strategies too. He has a lot of stuff that's worked over the years. That's good that you have him as a coach. What's kind of for yourself with business consulting? Do you have certain niches that you like, or is there a certain area that you're targeting? Or
I target service-based businesses, so realtors, insurance agents,
okay,
attorneys.
okay,
I work with trades.
okay. And then before video, what's kind of been your way to get the leads? Is it reaching out on LinkedIn? Is it email lists? Is it social posts? Is it referrals? What's kind of worked well? Ads or anything? Or
I actually do video already. He
oh, nice.
just wanted me to take a look at your platform and see if it would enhance what I'm already doing.
That's cool. How are you reaching out? Do you get leads like on like email lists or anything, or LinkedIn, or where do you kind of live as far as your outreach?
I have some VAs who do my social media. I don't find them to be super helpful. I use a platform called Alignable for
Yeah,
networking,
yeah.
and I have a blog and a podcast on Substack.
Oh, very cool. Do you send podcast invites out on LinkedIn to like other leaders and things like that, or how do you kind of get the guests?
I do. I offer them interviews, and then I also offer to send them tools for their clients.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, we have folks that do podcasts where they send a dub video and then they have the landing page that's there and they have some options. They can see some other past episodes, so it's a good way to use it as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is with the trainings here, they're going to be on our YouTube support later in the day. They're in the live section right now on Dub support on YouTube, but we repost it in the regular video area. And typically, what people do is when we go through the ways to record strategy stuff today in the group setting, they'll go and watch that later and say, "Oh, that's that part I want to learn about that. That's that part there." So, highly recommended, to do that.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you
Cool.
so much.
Good to meet you, Lisa.
Good to meet you as well.
Okay, so let's see. I saw some other ones in there. I think it was it Michael? Hey, Michael. Let me come over to you if you want to say hello. Michael Caine. Did I just say that out loud? Like the actor Michael Caine. I'm immediately thinking of the actor. Is this the actor Michael Caine? No, I'm kidding. Michael, can you hear me okay? If you want to say hello, you can if you want to. If not, you can say hi in the chat if you want to say hello if you're busy on that side.
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you? Is this the actor Michael Caine?
Yeah, the actor, yeah.
You
Yeah,
forgot the E on the end of your name.
yeah,
So
yeah, we just
sorry.
left the off on this.
No, that's perfect. So, Michael, what brings you our way? What's your industry? What do you do?
I'm in the insurance industry. Just wanted to see what you guys have to offer.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, we've got pretty much Dubb with every anything trust-based, face-based, things like that, real estate, insurance, mortgage, coaching, consulting, that kind of stuff. It's really about just putting the face to the name, hearing the voice, all that kind of stuff, the visual. So we're going to cover the different ways you can record with Dubb. But typically within, insurance industry, if someone's filling out a form and you're reaching out to them or you're getting a referral, sending a quick little video with a landing page on it is worked pretty well for people over the years. If you have any questions, Michael, feel free to drop them in the chat as we kind of move along. Good to meet you. Let's see. And I think we have returners for everybody else, I believe. And again, if you're just popping in as I was chatting there, if you're new to Dub, feel free to put a one in the chat. And if you're two returning, that would be great. All right, so let me share my screen here and let's jump into the basics of Dub. Let's also look at the different ways to record and we'll do some strategy stuff as well. All right, so let me share my screen here and here we go. Okay, so the biggest thing with Dubb is when you send a Dubb video, what does the person visually see when they get it? They're visually going to see a repeating 3-second animated preview of the video that looks just like something like this here. Now, this is just a different style of recording. We have different styles that I'll show in a second. But the whole idea is when you hit record, no matter the recording style that I'm going to show you, whatever you're doing for the first 3 seconds, that's going to be the preview that someone sees. You can, inside of Dubb, change that. You can use a little slider inside of the platform to move it to a different part of the video visually if you like that better. And you can make that the animated GIF, or you can upload your own thumbnail. But to be efficient with these things when you're making them, just know when you hit record, that first 3 seconds is going to be the preview of what someone sees. So we want to make that count the most. So before we record any videos, you'll notice in this video right here, I'm holding up my phone here with a little whiteboard. But notice it says on there, "What's your hook?" That's what you want to come up with first. What's your hook? So if you use an AI like a ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, if you use within the Dubb dashboard, if you use Auto right up here at the top, a great question to ask the AI is, first of all, educate the AI and your audience. This is my ICP, my ideal client profile. This is the person or group of people I'm reaching out to. This is why I'm reaching out. This is what I want them to do for a goal when they're done watching my video. You want from the AI, say, please give me 20 or 30, you can say 50 if you want to, 4 to 5 words, 3 to 5 words, hooks that I can use in my video. So the person's going to want to click on it. So give me a 3 to 5 word hook phrase that I can use. So it's going to give you a list of all those different phrases. Go over them, give the AI some notes, make it funnier, wittier, see what ones you like. And then when you have that hook, then it's about how are you showing that hook when you're making these videos. So in this case right here, this was recorded with the basic webcam recorder inside of Dubb. I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and it has a whiteboard feature where I would type that hook. You can also type the hook right up here in the subject line as well. So the reason we say 3 to 5 words is I think it's like 30 something characters on the whiteboard, but that'll fit good here, and it will typically fit good up here in the subject line. So once you have that hook figured out, then you're like, how do I visually want to record? This was recorded with the basic webcam inside of the platform, Dubb mobile app with the whiteboard on there. And the animated part of it, I'm just waving and pointing. So that would be one direct style that you could do just like this. Also, from that same webcam, you can put a virtual background behind you at the same time if you want to. So you can either hold up the phone with the whiteboard or have a screenshot behind you. This case, you could have someone's profile like you see here. You could have a screenshot of an action that someone took. Maybe someone filled out a form. You could have a article screenshot that you wanted to share, market update screenshot. You could have a company website behind you. So whatever's going to give that context. Now, you could combine both if you wanted to. So in this example for real estate, I have a property behind me and I have the address right there on the whiteboard as well. It could be a fun fact about the property, but it doesn't have to be property. It could be anything real estate related. So when you're in here, if you had something like this, where you had the person's profile and you have the whiteboard held up, it's the same idea. One or the other or both. You're giving context and providing that hook. Now you also can do screen recordings with Dubb. So this right here was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. That's a browser-based screen recorder. So any website that you want to be on top of, sharing it, walking someone through something, if you want to reach out to someone on LinkedIn and you're on top of their profile, whatever is within the browser, you can be the authority walking through with a screen recording. Now you'll notice I have annotations pointing towards a bubble. You can see clearly that this is a market update. And also I've added in my whiteboard again because I wanted that additional message in there. I could just be waving in there and that works, but why not add that additional hook that we talked about? Because it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. So that's something to really think about in terms of the additional messaging. We also have another screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. The Dubb desktop app is like a drone that flies over the top of your computer. It can go on top of your browser, videos, Canvas slides, documents, whatever you want. So different than the Chrome that you just saw that's within the browser, this can go on top of anything. And you also can crop in. See how I'm zoomed in on this website? I'm pushed in on something that I want to specifically show. There's some cool differences between both that I'll show in a little bit. But screen recording is a really nice visual way to walk someone through. We also have the Dubb mobile app that I mentioned. So you can do virtual background like you see there, and you can do text on screen. You also can do just text on screen, like if you want to type your hook that we just talked about, have the introducing yourself just as a referral. And then we also have picture in picture, which is pretty awesome. So a lot of real estate folks like this because you can physically show what's in front of you. It uses both cameras on the phone, and you can be excited about what you're showing, narrating them through something. If you're not in real estate and you're at a live event somewhere, show the crowd. Send that video out on social media. Send it to your contacts. Maybe you're sitting with a client. You could do a cool little question and answer, maybe a video testimonial where they're sitting across from you and you record them and you're right up in the corner like that and they're in the screen. You also could pull up someone's website and you could take your phone, record, and then just push in just like this and show what you want to show, which is pretty neat. So these are all really cool visual ways to stand out when people get these videos. Now, when they do get them and they click on them, it's all about the experience right here. So this is called a preset landing pages. These are customized. People click on the video and they land here. So now they're going to see your logo to the top left instead of ours. Your logo would be here. The video you recorded is in the middle. The playlist of videos will play right after this video is concluded. The power of this playlist is not only more information, but it allows you to record a video one time, basically your pitch video about what you do and why someone should work with you, a minute, minute and a half, and it will play right after this initial video. Because remember, the initial videos you make are all about that hook. 30, 40 seconds, get in, get out, tell them to take an action. And then additionally after that, that video will be about you and what you do and your experience. And if you have video testimonials, this is a really good spot to have them. Now, below here, you have your buttons, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content? Would you like them to book a time in your calendar? Would you like them to visit your website? Would you like them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide? Do you want them to email you back? Do you want them to fill out a form? How about a link to an external form? They can check out a case study. They can leave you a review. So there's a number of choices you can have down here. If you have multiple buttons, I would just go in order of importance from left to right. Now, if you don't have video testimonials, or you do and you just want to get more, this little button right here down here called reply with video is a really good way to get it. It's convenient for you and it's convenient for the other person. A lot of Dubb folks have done this over the years. So what you can do is when you hit record, get a video ready, have that button below and send them a video. Hey, this is Rob from Dubb. Thank you so much for using the platform. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't need to download anything. Just click reply with video below and let me know what you think about the platform. And then they send that video back to you. You get a little notification inside of Dubb. You got a video reply. And then you just make it part of the playlist right here. And this has been a really good experience that folks have had over the years, right like this. Now, the last part of the page is your AI assistant called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. And it's not a necessity that you have it on the page. It's just a little button inside of Dubb. You can have it on there or not. But we've gotten good feedback from it where when people land here, maybe they're thinking about taking the next step, but they have real-time questions. So you can have FAQs over here. You can ask the AI a question. And when the AI gives the answer, it wants to keep the momentum going. So notice that it will push at the end for whatever your desired action is. In this case, it's booking a time in my calendar. Now, this AI is educated inside of Dubb with specific website pages that you can enter. Dubb will learn physically what's on that page. And then you also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, and the AI will become educated on what you're trying to sell. Now, these landing pages in general, these preset landing pages, you want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. So if I was in real estate and I work with buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds, I would want to have preset landing pages for each one of those parts of my audience. Same thing with finance, mortgage, insurance, coaching, consulting, recruiting, all the same. And when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things the team does is they meet you in Zoom and help you with the account optimization setup. They'll say, okay, let's get your logo in there. Let's get the buttons created. Let's get the pages created so you can start practicing and send some videos out. And all of this is tracked too. So did someone open the email? Did they watch the video here? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they interact with the AI? Did they click on any buttons? It really helps you follow up in a really smart way. Now, if you're going to record these, how would you record something that looks just like this webcam video? So inside the Dubb platform, there's a little red camera icon that sits right up here at the top. This is where you can upload a video into Dubb, and you also can record with your webcam. So when you select this red camera icon, it's going to open up your camera like this. Now, the first thing you want to do, if you want to use the whiteboard function, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. So it's Dubb app, And when you have it, it's this little button at the top of the home area, that square button. So when you select that, that is where you can type. Now, when you type in here, this is where you're going to type your hook. So type it, turn it, and you have it right here just like this. Now, if you want to have the virtual background behind you we talked about, just go below, select virtual background, go to your photos, and this is where you can upload into this area any screenshots that you have that we talked about. Properties if you're in real estate, market updates, articles, people's profiles, screenshots of an action, whatever gives context. Load it into here. It creates this library for you here, and then just select the one that you want. And then it's going to put it behind you just like this. Just make sure you have a good front light. I got a ring light here. You can have some natural light or a combination of both. If you're talking with your hands, I would keep them within your shoulders. Don't go out into the soup, out into here. And if you want to do a combination of both, like I mentioned, just bring this in and you can do both. So one or the other or both. Now you can also use a teleprompter. So every recording option in Dubb has a teleprompter option. So to use a teleprompter, you have to have a script saved inside Dubb first. So there's two ways you can have a script saved inside of Dubb. If I go just to the Dubb dashboard, just inside here, I can go to the left navigation all the way to the left, click on scripts, click on this blue plus button, and I can add a script, give it a name, and save it right in here. And then once it's saved, you have your script. You also can do this. To access the teleprompter, click right up here at the top. You can go create new script, which is just where I just was. If I clicked create new script, it's going to take me right to where I was in the platform, save it. I can also scroll for scripts that I have saved, or I can search for a script like this by name, like this. And then once it comes down, from a physical perspective, I would say about arm's distance away is pretty good. Let the words flow up into the eye line. If you want to edit this, you can edit it in real time with the pencil icon right here. Make any changes because sometimes you write it and then you read it out loud. You're like, I want to change that. The speed you can adjust right here up or down. You can hit the play button to see if you like that speed here. You can back the text off and you can zoom it in. Now, when you use these scripts, I would give them a read through so the words don't surprise you. You give the proper inflection, but they're awesome to use where they really end up getting you efficient once you practice it because the words are right in front of you and it's exactly the way you want to say it. So it's pretty awesome. So if I'm going to use this, I'll bring everything in here. I'm going to bring this up. We're going to get ready to record here. I'm going to use the teleprompter. I'm going to hit the record button right in the middle. I'm going to get a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey everybody, this is Rob. I want to introduce this Dubb to you. This is the system here that creates connections, conversations, and conversions. There are a number of aspects to Dubb, and I can hit the pause button if I want to pause, stop the teleprompter, click it again to resume. And if I want to delete this, it's the red X right in the middle. So if you select that, it's always going to ask you, are you sure that you want to do this? And if you want to save this into the Dubb platform, it's the check mark. That will save it into Dubb. So pause and resume, delete, save. And if you want to close the teleprompter, just tap the edge and it'll close it. So this is one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate. Phone right here with the hook, virtual background, combination of both. And if you don't do either one of those, definitely give it a smile and a pointer, something interesting where it's going to be a repeating motion. So I'm going to save this into Dubb. I'm going to click the check mark and it's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. And every time you click the check mark to save it into Dubb, the video is always going to land on the video edit page. That's what this page is right here. Now I'm going to select a different video just because this is still transcoding. Let's grab a different one inside the library here just so we can use it. Let's grab this one. So when you land on the video edit page here, you have some options. I can click the pencil icon right at the top and I can edit the internal name of the video. Just make sure you hit the check mark when you're done. I can download the MP4 version of any video that I save into the platform. Over here to the right, I can preview what this video looks like on my preset landing page. So I click the button all the way to the right, opens up in a new tab, and say, yeah, there's my video, there's my playlist, there's my buttons, there's everything. Great, looks awesome. Now, if I want to change the background, the preset landing page, I can go right to this drop down right here. And it has other preset landing pages that I've already created that I can select and it will change everything about that. The reason you see the check mark here and it says Rob's preset, that's my default landing page preset. So whenever I record a video, that will always be the background preset landing page that's attached to it, always, unless I change it. Now you also can upload this directly to your YouTube channel if you have one. And down here below, you have an analytics tab. So if I want to use Kyra, This is our AI video coach. You can click generate and it will give you delivery analysis feedback, content feedback, and visual feedback. So if you want that non-biased feedback right away, just click generate. Over here to the right is activity that we mentioned earlier. You can really drill down on the information that you want so you can follow up in a really good way. You have a details tab here. This details tab is going to remind you these are the buttons below your video. This is the sales assistant AI that you have on the page. And these are the playlist videos that are going to play right after it. And you can make those changes here. You can delete or add anything right here. Now, if I had sent this video to someone, I already sent it out, but I forgot to add a video or change a thing in here, whatever I forgot to do, I can still do that and it will retroactively refresh for that person. Every Dubb video that you save in here, you can edit. So there's an editing tab. So I can hit the play button. I can drag my timeline to wherever I want to cut something out. So let's just say I want to cut this part out right here. Drag it to your first cut point, select the scissor icon, go to your second cut point, scissor icon, and now it's broken up into three pieces. Whatever's highlighted in orange, click delete, and it's gone. And if you want to bring everything back, undo, 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 and you're right back to where you started. The design tab is what I was talking about in the beginning, where when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds is that animated preview. What you can do here is you can drag this to a different visual part of the video that you like better, click create thumbnail, and that will be the animated preview. Or you could upload your own thumbnail if you'd like to. Now, we recorded a video, we have it on a preset landing page, and now we just want to send it. So to send it, we're going to open up a compose, and there's always a best practice here. So when you're emailing these out, you always want the word video to be in the subject line. It's the very first thing that they see. It is rare that people see that in their inboxes in terms of the word video. And then you want to add the hook that we talked about in the beginning that you got, right? Add the hook in here, a little bit of text in terms of why they should watch the video. And then to add the video in from right inside the platform, there's a big blue share and send video button when you click on a video inside a Dubb. It's right here. So when you select this, now you're going to put the email of the person you're sending it to get that advanced activity tracking. And then you can even add a little personalization text at the top of the video. It's a little banner. If you don't have to do this, you can if you want to. Click copy for email and then copy and paste. And you just drop it in. Now there is a shortcut option. So if you have Gmail and you have Outlook 365, you're going to have a little Dubb button. So notice in Gmail down here at the bottom, there's a Dubb button right there. In Outlook, it's off to the right. The reason that button is there is because I have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder pinned up here at the top that we're going to look at in a second. But when I have that, that shortcut shows up right there. So when I select it, it's going to open up my recorder. There we go. Let's see. It should open. Hold on. Let me refresh this. The Chrome extension is the screen recorder, but you can do a little shortcut add here. So I'm going to select the button again. Let's see. There we go. So there's the recorder. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my video library down to the bottom right. See me scrolling through my video library? So now I'm just going to find the video that I want, put it in there, drop it right in, and send it. So you can do a shortcut from Gmail or Outlook 365. Okay, so let's look at the screen recording. So this is what we looked at in the beginning of the training where I mentioned this right here, this one. Browser-based screen recording, Dubb Chrome extension. So you Google that, 3-step process to have it pinned at the top, and you can be on top of any website walking someone through something. We're going to use LinkedIn as an example. So if I want to reach out to Ruben here, I'm going to open up the Chrome extension right up here at the top, this little button up here. And when I open it up, it's going to put me on the page just like this. Now, some choices you have here, when you use the Chrome extension on top of a website, you want to think about the size of your webcam, the shape, and the placement. So size-wise, I can drag the edge like this and go, pretty custom in terms of what I can make. I'm not going to go too big because don't want to block a lot that's on the screen. Shape-wise, you can change it right here. So depending on the aesthetics of the site that you're on, what do you like? I'm going to keep myself in a circle because Ruben's in a circle. And then placement, where do I want to put myself? That's interesting. I'm going to put myself right next to him. Inside the bubble here, you can zoom yourself in. You can back yourself up. You can physically move yourself around for better framing inside of here. You can jump to full screen if you want to. You can jump back to the page. You can go right over here and turn your camera off if you ever want to do an audio walkthrough of a site that you're showing. You also can use your headshot if you want to. And if you are live, you can put a virtual background behind you, just like we did before inside the bubble here. You also have a teleprompter you can use. This one's a little bit different. So when you find your script, you can physically move this wherever you want to move it to. And you can manipulate the sides like this as well. You can control your speed up and down right here. And I'm going to move this towards my camera at the top. But something to remember about the Chrome extension with the teleprompter. If you do want to use the teleprompter with the browser-based Chrome extension recorder here, because it's browser-based, you don't want to go full screen on your browser, because if you do and you're trying to use the teleprompter, you won't be able to physically tap on it to use it. So you want to leave a little bit of a gap. So when you hit record here to the right, I can physically tap this thing and bring it forward, and I'm able to use it. You also have an annotation tool right over here to the left where you can point things out that we'll use in a second. You have three orientations to record right over here to the right. So if I clicked on camera over here, it would open up like a webcam. If I select tab, which is what it's on right now, and I hit record, it would be a nice clean cut of this page without any of the tab mess at the top. And if I select screen, it would get my entire computer screen. I'd only do that if I wanted to jump around to different tabs to take someone on a little tab journey. I typically mostly use tab because I want to focus on the page that I'm on. Okay, so I'm going to hit record here. I'm going to bring in my hook, right? My additional hook. I'm going to hold that up. I'm going to hit record to the right. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is right there. You can see me there. I'm going to click share. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to send you this quick video here because I saw that you wrote a book, my friend, called Click and Record. I love to click record. So again, I did my whole 3-second animated preview, looked over, did one of these, whatever you want to do, you can knock on his bubble. And then I jumped to full screen because I wanted to talk to him directly. Now, when you do these screen recordings in general, jump into full screen every once in a while is a cool way to break the visuals and really make your point. So if you want to jump to full screen, take your mouse, hover over your webcam, double click it, brings you here, double click it to go back. You also can hover over and click the little square, brings you here, go back. And you also can click on the little remote control at the bottom, expand webcam, click here to go back. You also can scroll around and be very free flowing. Whatever your natural style is, you can keep recording and moving. You also can hit the pause button right down here. Stop the recording, get yourself where you're going to be next, wherever you feel ready to go, click resume. The annotation tools you can use right over here to the left. You can do arrows. You can do some text on the screen. You can put things in numerical order of importance. You can draw, you can underline, you can circle. And all of these annotations are going to stay sticky as you continue down the page so they won't follow you. And then you just delete them when you're done. So if you want to reach out on LinkedIn, this is a really creative way to do it that's worked well for folks over the years. If you want to share any website, anything browser-based, where you want to walk someone through something visually, this is a really nice way to do it. So I'm going to hit the check mark here. And again, this is going to save this inside the Dubb video library, and it will always take you on the video edit page when you first save it. Now, if I want to share this video that I just created with Ruben, how would I do that? So on LinkedIn, you just want to connect with someone first. You want them to be a first connection. Once you are, click message, and you're going to notice down here at the bottom a little Dubb button like we saw in Gmail. That's a shortcut button. So select that there, opens up the Chrome that we just used. See me scrolling through my video library down to the bottom right. Select the video you want, click insert, and then you can even highlight this text right here and change it to something personal if you want to do that. Click send, and then Ruben will get that nice animated preview as opposed to a text-based copy and paste looking message. Okay, so the next screen recorder we're going to compare to this is the Dubb desktop app. So you want to Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. When you have a Mac, it'll be up here at the top, the little D symbol that you see here. If you have what's it called? PC, it'll be at the bottom. And then once you have that here, click the little view guide here. Actually, you know what? Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Hold on a second. Oh, you can. Okay, cool. All right, let me do that again. I was just using the desktop recorder, so. All right, so you're going to choose record screen right here. This is what you're going to choose. Click this here, and I'm going to show you the differences and the similarities with Chrome that you just saw. The big difference is the desktop app can go on top of anything. It doesn't have to be within the browser. It can be talk about video, Canvas slide, whatever you want. Now the bubble here does all the same stuff you just saw. The annotation tool does all the same stuff you just saw, all the same annotations. The only difference is when you use the annotations with the desktop app, they will follow you. So use them, delete them, and then move on. The teleprompter is the same with the Chrome where you can physically move it, but it's different in this regard. So when you select a script, your first choice over here is going to be auto track, which is voice recognition. So if I hit record and I read that script, it's going to go at my pace and highlight it at my pace. But if I like scroll speed, like we just saw before, I can click that button, turn it off, and now it's going to be scroll speed, just like this. So auto scroll or auto track, you have that as a choice. And in terms of the recording itself, here's a big difference. So there's a red slash right here through this square. What that means is if I was going to hit the record button, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of this red slash by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. This choice right here is called custom. This means I can move this thing wherever I want to. I can crop around anything I want to crop around. I can get very specific in terms of what I want to show. And whatever's inside the blue lines will show in the recording. I also can click down here and go landscape, like this for YouTube. I also can click down here and go portrait if I want to record in social media format right from my desktop. Just put this on top of whatever you want to be on top of, and you're in the proper format. Now, the last part is the recording itself. So I'm going to hit record right here, the red button. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I am recording. I can pause and resume this recording like before, but the difference is the check mark. Normally with the check mark, it will save into Dubb, but not with the desktop app. When I select the check mark here, it's going to say, look, you just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. The Chrome extension that you saw before this is one video you pause and resume and save. This is clip recording. So we're going to record a couple clips, merge them together into one video, and then save it into the platform. The cool thing about clip recording is it gives you the ability to drag and drop MP4 file videos right into the story here. Now, I just recorded a screen recording clip. How would I keep recording? Down to the bottom left, there's 3 creative options to continue recording. The one all the way to the left is record screen, which is what I just did. So what if I want to do that same style? I want to keep recording. Click that button at the bottom left, brings you right back to where you were. I could have pulled up a different tab or whatever I wanted from my background. Hit record, and now I'm recording another clip in the same style that I recorded the first one, a screen recording clip. Select the check mark, and there is the second clip. And I can physically move these clips in any order that I want to, which is really convenient. You don't have to record chronologically. And I can tap the 3-dot menu of every clip and download or delete it. So I can save the one I like, get rid of the one that I don't. You also have a creative button to the bottom left, which is a webcam option. So if I click that button to the bottom left, now it's going to let me visually record something that's totally different, which is a webcam version style. So I could say, welcome to this video. Thanks for watching. Let me talk to you about something specific. Hit the check mark. And there is that clip that looks different than the other ones. And then the last choice you have down to the left, one of my favorites, it's called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video and put it on top of anything. So if I was sitting here at my webcam, say I was doing a market update video, I could pull my teleprompter up, record myself with the webcam, talk about the market, save that video into my video library. Then I could pull up the website, and then I would click Dubb Narrator down here at the bottom. It would take me inside the video library. Let's pretend this is the video that I recorded. And now the pre-recorded version of me is going to go on top of whatever I want it to go on top of, and it will talk. I can pause and resume it, and then you have the ability to take a pre-record and put it on top of anything. Now at this point here, when I'm done, I'm going to merge all these clips together and save it into the platform. So down to the bottom right, there's an upload button where if I click that button, it's going to merge everything together and save it. If I click the edit button to the bottom right, it's going to merge all the clips together, but now you have a full editing option right here inside the desktop app before you even save it into the platform. And the editor setup is just like the one you saw inside of Dubb. I even can select this little button here called Smart Cut, and I can get rid of the silences in these videos. See the pink areas here? Those are the silences. So I can get rid of those and have a tighter cut if I want to. Then you can download the MP4 right here to the right, and you can upload it into the platform and save it. Now, the last option that you're going to see for recording is going to be the Dubb mobile app. Now, the Dubb mobile app is very similar to the desktop app in the fact that it does clip recording, just like you just saw. So I'm going to show you some cool stuff now on the mobile app that you can do. And, the great thing about the mobile app is, you can be on the move and use it, or you can sit at your desk, either one. So let me share this right here, and I'll show you how to do a quick recording with the mobile app. Okay, so here is the Dubb mobile app here. And to record, you're just going to tap the blue camera button right at the bottom in the middle. And that's going to open up your camera. Now, when you first are using the Dubb mobile app, it's going to be defaulted for 1 minute. So just slide it over to 10. That way you don't get cut off. And to record, just tap the circle at the bottom, and now you're recording. Timer here, timer here. You can pause and resume this right over here to the left. Stop the recording, tap the circle, and there is the clip that you have just recorded. So just like the desktop app that we just saw, clip recording. And this clip has been automatically saved to your photo video area on your phone if you want it later or you want to re-upload it. I'm going to hit record one more time because I want to have multiple clips in here. There's my second clip. And you can physically change the order. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, and slide it. So again, convenient. You don't have to record chronologically. And if I tap a clip individually, I can delete, trim, and if I select edit, this is where I can add royalty-free music if I want to. We have a whole library of stuff you can use. Just make sure the levels are adjusted so the music's, not overwhelming your voice. You can do text on screen. This is what we showed in the beginning, where you can do your hook, right? We talked about type your hook that I showed. You can physically change it to different fonts, colors, whatever you want, size, and you can put it wherever you want on the screen. You can do a voiceover on this clip if you want to, or you can do a voiceover at the end. You can speed up the action of this clip. If you're doing an action clip, you can go all the way up to 10x. And you can do burned in subtitles on this clip, or you can do it at the end. Now, these icons right over here. Whoops, looks like I'm frozen. Hold on one second. Let's reshare. Hold on. Hold on one second. There we go. Okay. So what you want to do here is these icons over here to the right, what do they do? So you can tap the pencil, the tooltip at the top, and that's going to tell you what these functions are right here. Tap it again to close it. I always have a countdown timer on right here because, when you hit record, I think 3, 2, 1 is kind of the perfect amount of time and you're ready to record. You have a 10-second option if you want that as well. This is video stabilization, this button right here. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's kind of all over the place and bouncy, select this button right here, select low, medium, or high, and it basically will take it from this to more like this, just smoother. If you want to use the teleprompter, this one right here is pretty awesome. So select it here. You would find your script that you wanted to before. We'll just grab this one right here. And then the first option you're going to see is auto track. I'm sorry, auto scroll. Auto scroll. Like we saw before, you can go between 1 and 10, hit the play button, test your speed, see if you like it. You can hit the pencil icon to make any real-time changes. And if your eyes are not staying at the top and you're searching for the words and it's going down, increase the speed or move the guardrails up like this. So your eyes stay right in a good range up here at the top. And if you do landscape, just turn your phone and the script will go that way if you want to do a landscape video. Now, if you do have an iPhone, this is an option for you. You can select the gear icon to the left, select auto track, and when I hit record now, this is going to be voice recognition. Imagine closing a deal right now today, and normally this would highlight and go, but that's what it would look like. It would highlight and move, and it would go at your pace. Okay, so now we're going to close the teleprompter up here at the top. Now, let's just say you recorded a video outside of the mobile app, but you want to add it down here to the story. Go to the folder icon here, select your video from your video photo area on your phone, and it will drop it right in down here. If you want to physically record your screen, it's this button right here. If you want to use filters, this button right here, it does black and white, skin smoothing, different kind of color gradations. You can kind of slide through to see what you like. Picture in picture that I showed in the beginning, right down here. So this is really cool because it's going to record what's in front of you, uses both cameras on the phone, and you can physically move yourself around, make yourself bigger, smaller, zoom into the background, everything you want right there. Now, also, you have this as an option, virtual background down at the bottom. So screenshot whatever you want on your phone, go here, and then it's going to put it behind you, just like this. And when you're ready to merge all these clips into that one video, click the blue button to the top right. It merges everything together. And that finished video is going to be on your phone in your photo video area. And you also have the opportunity now to upload this into Dubb with the blue upload button, and it will be saved into Dubb and you can access it anywhere. Now, from the mobile app, you also can send a video. So if I grab this video here, I can select the blue button right here. Let's see, here we go. Select the blue share button right there. It does a drop down. Click copy for email. It will copy to a clipboard, paste it. Click copy for SMS. It will copy it, paste it. Or you can select the two icons to the top right. Email is the block icon. Paper Airplane is the SMS icon. So you have that as an option too. Now, if you do have a CRM that you really love, like let's just say, over the years you have, a Salesforce or a HubSpot or a Go High Level or a Follow Up Boss, we have a pretty extensive list of integrations with third-party senders and CRMs. So if you do just want to take your Dubb videos and add them to your workflows that you already have and you love, you can do that. You also can use Dubb as a CRM if you'd like to as well. So you can go right over here to CRM, upload your contacts with a CSV file, do task deals and tags. You can do bulk sending with Dubb, email and SMS. You even can do automation, drip sequences with our Pro Plus plan that we have on Dubb. Now, Auto, the AI that I mentioned in the beginning, you can do some great AI writing here with Auto. So what you can do is type in here, hey, Auto, write me a script for this, right? But before you do that, one of the cool features we have for AI writing is this little profile feature to the right. Now you'll notice this says basic and sales. So let's imagine for a second I'm in real estate and I work with buyers and sellers. Remember that split we talked about in the beginning for the landing pages? So what you want to do here is set up different parts of your audience so the AI can learn about that segment of your audience. So let's just say I'm going to click create profile. And again, I'm working with buyers and sellers. I'm going to create my seller profile and my buyer profile because there might be a different tone of communication. I can even add the have method writing structure to be baked in, where it's going to open with a hook, address their needs, provide value, extend a compelling call to action, click save. And then I just choose my audience. Am I working with sellers or buyers right now when I'm going to write something? Choose the part of the audience you want, and then Auto will remember all the facts about that part of your audience when you're saying, write me an email script about this. And then Auto will ask you, hey, do you want to save this to scripts? You say yes, and it will save it right inside the platform. Now you also have in here, down here to the left, under referrals. Down here, if you click referrals and it says apply now, this is where you can create a Dubb referral link. So if you love using Dubb and you want to share it, we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that referral link. We're very supportive of our partners and we have a lot of people doing really well with it. If you already are on Dubb and you're paying for it monthly, bring in 4 or 5 people at 30% and you got a free account. So if you ever have a group of people together, you have together in like a Zoom room or something, let us know. We always can come in and pitch. Now, as far as training itself, so down over here to the right, second link over here under training, which is right over here to the right, this is our Dubb Academy library that has a lot of videos on how to use Dubb. They're all labeled. They're really good to use. We also have Dubb support right over here, so on YouTube. So all of our trainings go up here after. You can access all of that within there. Now, today, the training is going to be cut short in about another probably 5 minutes because at the top of the hour, we have, and I'll put this in the chat, we have our big Indigo webinar at 11 a.m. PST. So I'm going to put this in the chat right now. If anybody wants to attend and you haven't registered yet, I just dropped it in the chat if you want to click on that. We're going to have a lot of information within the next hour 10, or however long we're going, about the updates that we made to the platform. A lot of cool stuff with AI we've added and some other functionality we'll want to announce as well. And that's called our Indigo update, and that's going to be in about 15 minutes. So we are cutting the training just a little bit short today. But does anybody have any questions on anything we saw? Anything on anyone's mind? Let's see. I'm kind of scrolling through the chat here. Let's see. Is it interactive? Lisa asked, is it interactive? No, not interactive. These are pre-recorded videos. Now, they can be interactive in a way. If you sent someone a video and you say, click the reply with video button, they could send you a video right back. So it could be interactive, but I guess paused interactive, not actually live. Let's see. Does anybody else? Let's see. Gilberto, does Auto work on mobile? Let's see, Auto. So I typically always use it on the dashboard, but within here, let me just look at the mobile app really quick. So what you can use on the mobile app, I don't see it referenced here in the middle here, but what you can do is you can use the AI writer on the mobile, which is a little brain icon that you can use, and you can access AI writing in there as well. You can do that on the mobile, but it looks like as of right now, Auto will be strictly on the dashboard within within the computer. Gilberto, that makes sense. Did you hear that okay? If you can hear me, Gilberto.
Yeah, thank you. Just have one small question.
Yeah.
I will love if you in 1 minute can record a 3 seconds video and just record it and send it right away in a text. Is that possible?
Yeah, what you can do is just do the if you're on the mobile app, like I was
Yes.
showing before, you can do this. Here, let me show you really quickly. Let me put this back. I'm going to share this. Hold on one
I was
second.
just thinking that if wanna just trying to train a couple guys that they can record it and send and sometimes says, oh, it will take too much time, but I say no, you can do it really fast.
Yeah, no, you can. Look, you can record it from the webcam and save it
Mhm.
inside of Dubb, or you can record it with the mobile, either one. But once it's saved, I'll show you this right here. You can do this. So once it's saved inside the platform, okay. So you either record, see how these are webcam ones that I recorded right here, right?
Mhm.
You could take a video you recorded on your computer, a screen recording video, one with your mobile app, whatever video it is, you can access it here, click on it, click the drop down share video, and see where it says copy for SMS,
Okay.
that right there. Or you could select the paper airplane icon at the top right, and that's how you can drop it and paste and send.
Paper icon in the top. Oh,
Yeah, it's a little paper airplane icon right up there.
uh-huh.
If you select that, it'll go right to texting. You can just drop it in.
How is getting the titles of the videos? Is just the smart thing is putting titles there?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have something on there, like a catchy little hook, you know? So
Mhm.
just click the pencil icon here. You can change it if you didn't do it inside of
Oh,
Dubb.
okay.
The one thing I'll say about SMS is, if our phones were connected, like let's say you and I communicated before, right? And you had sent me a Dubb video, I would see that nice animated preview that we all talk about, right?
Okay.
But if you're sending it to people cold, they have no idea who you are. The phone is going to protect that. So it will only show a link. So typically what we recommend is sending an initial text saying, "Hey, Gilberto, this is Rob. Listen, I would love to send you this Dubb video about," and then have your hook, right? And then they say, "Yeah, go ahead." And then you can send it and they'll see that animated preview.
Oh,
You could technically send it, and if they responded, then it will show up. But you're kind of risking it a little bit in terms of if they're going to respond. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like permission-based sending because of the visuals.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I need to open some accounts. Just checking. Dario was contact me, but we have some issues. Is there any way that I you can send me the his calendar?
Yeah, yeah, I'll send it to you. Let's see. I think we probably have your email inside here. I'll take a screenshot. Yeah, I'll definitely have the team reach out and send you that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good talking to you, Gilberto.
A pleasure. I really like that you are having those trainings almost every day. Appreciate it. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
of
I'm really
course.
excited.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's nice to be able to be available and kind of, go through some strategy stuff, have people in here. So it's a lot of fun. So everybody, I'm going to jump because we're going to go to the webinar at 11. So I put that link in the chat. If anybody wants to attend, we're going to have our big Indigo webinar.
What's this webinar about?
Yeah, it's like an update. So every year we have like a big webinar that we do. Sometimes it's two on updates to the platform. So the webinar today is going to be all about here are the updates. There's a couple of surprises the team wants to announce as well. And that's what it's pretty much going to be. Kind of like pulling the curtain back. Hey, we're working on this. Check this kind of stuff out. So
Thank you, amigo.
yeah, great to talk to you. See you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Same bat station, same bat channel tomorrow. Take care. Bye, everybody.